Yo, it's your boy Dmoss, man. We're here with Pop City's own Don Pablito. How you doing, man?
Woo, woo, woo.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm Gucci. What's happening? What's the word?
What do you think, we're going to chop it up, man. What do you think is one of the biggest misconceptions about you?
Musically or personally?
Personally and musically, both. What do you think is one of the biggest misconceptions about you?
You know, I kind of get that I could be unapproachable. You know, people find a hard time reading me. I heard, kind of nonchalant. So people can't really feel my vibe. They don't know how to approach me. But really, I think that's just a product, probably of my environment, just kind of how it raised me to, be not moved, not too overbearing, just trying to be wise and watch more than anything. But I think people think I'm like real unapproachable, or they don't know how to engage with me. But I think I'm pretty welcoming. I'm a cool dude if you get to know me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you're a cool guy.
But I feel like it's only niggas that know me know that. If they don't know me, they don't think I'm a cool guy. They think I'm a fucking, you know what I mean? I'm a mean,
I'm an asshole.
Chip on my shoulder or something. But if they know me, they will fuck with me genuinely. I'm a genuine dude.
Right. No, you are. You definitely are. I want to take it back a little bit. You have a project called From Welfare to Bel Air. You have a song called Sometimes on there. It's the last track on there. And you speak about going to see your father on trailer visits.
Yeah.
And I want to know, what was that experience like for you? Going to go see your father like that.
Well, I don't really know how to have a father no other way. So that was kind of the only way I knew since I was a baby, was seeing him on visits. I never had him at the house until I was an adult. So, to me, prison wasn't a bad thing. It's just where Pops was at and a bunch of other good gentlemen was at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a normal environment for me, so I kind of grew up in the prison system too. Just going, you know what I'm saying? We was up there, every week.
Right.
Going to see him and knowing how to, the transportation, getting up there, knowing how to stay overnight. Sometimes we'd drive 9 hours to go to Wendy and be over the overnight stay. And, you know what I'm saying? That shit was a whole process, but it was normal for me. I don't really know life no other way.
Right.
From my own experience, I've seen other people, but my life was that. That was just the normality.
It was just normal to you, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad thing.
Did you as you got older and became a man yourself, did you hold any resentment towards your father?
Nah, I'm one of them people that's like, I don't judge people. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what they went through or what they was going through that made them do what they had to do. I'm a firm believer in sometimes you do what you have to do, and nobody can tell you when that's a good time, when it's wrong, how to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know in your gut when it's time to do what you have to do. So I never was like judgmental on, why you leave, or he was doing what he had to do. Mom was doing what she had to do. It is what it is. You know,
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kids that grew up worse than me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
facts.
So I appreciate my hand. I had parents, you know what I mean?
Right.
It just happened to be, in the system, but nah, I don't never judge, man. You never know what people going through or what they got to do, or how they gonna get it. So,
right. What are some of the qualities that you took from your father that you carry on with you to this day, and you try to pass down onto your kids?
First and foremost, being a gentleman. First of all, having respect, carrying yourself with morals, and having good character. Being sensible, being knowledgeable. There's a lot of things, man. A lot of wisdom, a lot of jewels that he dropped, even though he wasn't with me personally all the time. When I was on those visits, it was like lectures for 8 hours, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I got tired of going up there because I didn't want to get lectured, you know what I mean? But it was a lecture on, you know what I mean, on spirituality. It was a lecture on sexuality, lecture on how to be a gangster, lecture on what not to do, who to trust, you know what I'm saying? So he was giving me school Like, I got it. You know what I mean?
All right. Your last project, Biggie Jigga Don, that you dropped.
Yeah.
Did you get your point across on what you were trying to express to the people?
I think so. I think the people that's tapped in, they know. You know what I'm saying? I think they know that we had elite status with these bars. I think they know that, you know, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people that haven't got on board yet, they're not gonna get on board until they forced to get on board, or they're not gonna get on board until everybody else gets on board. And I expect that from them. A lot of people ain't leaders in this world. You know, 80% of people is followers. So
All right.
I expect that. It's just a matter of time. Again, I'm unapproachable, so they don't gotta go out their way to just like me. Nobody wanna just like me just because. They gotta be convinced. But once they get a taste of it, they gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't think that, but you know.
All right. What has been your before I ask you that, as an independent artist, what has been some of your challenges that you face being an independent artist out here in LA, being from New York? What has been some of your biggest challenges?
You know, sometimes artists don't be wanting to work with me.
Why do you think so? Why do you think that? Why? What?
I just don't.
Why do you think they don't want to work with you?
When everybody on the grind, everybody on the come up, you know, they don't want to be, you know, in a situation where a nigga that gets busy. I mean, I want to be in a situation with niggas that get busy.
All right.
It's just like you. If I say, yo, come out, nigga, we out. I don't want to be the nigga getting all the bitches.
Right,
I want you to be able to, yo, holla at some joints. I'm not gonna invite a nigga that don't do what I do.
Right,
I want to be around niggas that do what I do. So I can't tell you why niggas don't want to be around another lyricist or a nigga that's something.
They're probably intimidated.
They would have to answer that. But I want to be around a nigga that's a beast, so I could lyrically spar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, niggas don't really be reaching out for that. Doing everything myself, you know, that's been, I wouldn't say that's a challenge. I'm actually thankful because I appreciate things a lot more, and I've seen a lot more come out of, you know, doing everything on my own. Not too many challenges though outside of that. Just, you know, you gotta play a game a little bit sometimes in this game. I ain't really too fond of playing games, piggybacking off of everybody else, and I get around him so I could be part of this following and this crew, and I'm not really with that. I stand on my own. I got my own crew of people. I don't like to just jump around and be around everybody just to be around everybody.
Just to be around.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's circle everybody energy ain't good. I don't need all everybody energy. I know how my people get down, my guys get down. I want to be with those 5 guys.
Right.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
What has and when I ask you this, I want you to, it doesn't necessarily have to pertain to music. What has been your biggest loss in life, and what has been Don's biggest loss to this day? And what did you learn from it?
Biggest loss.
Your biggest loss. That's a good one, huh?
I got a couple answers for that. One would be structure. I ain't really had a structure growing up, so I was, you know, learning as I went. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of trial and error. You know, fall and pick yourself back up. I mean, I'm thankful that I got myself where I'm at today.
Right.
But it's a lot of time wasted. So if you say biggest loss, I lost time too, because instead of going one way and knowing what it was and what to do and what not to do, I was figuring it out, going this way and that way.
Right.
Oh, that didn't work. Boom, I'm back here. Oh, that don't work. Oh, this, you know what I'm saying? So I had to teach myself a lot of things and a lot of lessons that, you know, having a father right here or having a role model or whoever the fuck you need, guy in your circle could guide you and show you what to do. I was raising myself a lot of times, making these moves. So time, you know what I'm saying? I would say time, just, you know, not having the right direction or guidance.
Okay.
Learning it on my own.
Okay. So you recently dropped 2 singles. You dropped Don's Back, and you recently just dropped Extensions. Will we be seeing more singles from you?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a workaholic, so I ain't gonna stop. And they're gonna have to make me stop. Until you see something that's not hot, nah, what is this nigga doing? I don't think I don't think I dropped nothing that wasn't hot yet. Until the people be like, nah, that ain't it. You know what I mean? Then when I have to reevaluate, every time I drop, it's like, God damn, fuck that, you got another one? Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with another one. So I'm gonna keep doing that.
Oh, do we have are you getting ready to drop another project, or is this gonna be strictly just singles?
Right now I want to give them a couple singles, just as I don't want to, have things go over their head. You know what I mean? I want to, catch them, baby feed them. You know what I'm saying? One at a time, little at a time. Don't overfeed nobody. Just give them a little bit at a time, and make them want the project. And then once the demand goes for the project, then I'll probably put that together.
What's the perfect label situation for Don Pablito? If you can say, this is where I want to be, this is the type of situation I would like, what would that be?
Just a partnership, just having my own label and having probably distribution from a major label.
Any specific label you would like to go to?
Nah, I mean, whoever got the best situation for me, the percentages gotta be, favorable for me. But I'm not even in a rush to do that. I'm enjoying this right now. I'm grinding, and it ain't even about the money. I'm not struggling, so I ain't gotta sign me now. Like, I'm good just, feeding the fans and growing it, and one day at a time. So I'm gonna just focus on that and not worry about all the other shit. As long as I'm feeding the people, I think it'll be do me well. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think you're too real for the industry? Like, do you think the music industry is ready for a guy like you? Because
what's too real?
I mean, they say, like, just I know you personally, but like someone like you're very blunt. You're straightforward, I should say. You're very straightforward. You're gonna speak your mind. And you're not gonna water nothing down. You got, like I always tell you, you remind me of 50 when he first came into the game. How he was kind of like speaking his mind. He had a chip on his shoulder, and by you have that same chip on your shoulder. So do you think the industry is ready for someone like you?
I think the industry needs somebody like me, but do they like when niggas come through like that? Powerhouses like 50, no, hell no. That shit shut a lot of people down when nigga like Fifth come through, and it's so big. But industry needs niggas like this. This is the type of men we need in the industry. The type of artists we need. Not just men, but just artists. Right. People that's that's solid, that's to the ground. We don't need a lot of fickle. Industry is filled with too much fickle. There's a lot of that bullshit going on. So I think it need more of that, But is it gonna make people uncomfortable? Definitely. It's definitely. I don't think God made us to be making people to worry about.
Right.
They gotta worry about that, man. We here to be great. We gotta be great.
One more question before we wrap it up. I want to ask you, recently on your last project, Biggie Jigga Don, you had a project called West Coast with G Perico.
Yep.
Cardi B just recently dropped her single Up, and it's the same beat. So do you want to clear that up now? How do you feel about it? What's your thoughts on it? What happened with the record?
Nah, Cardi B ain't do nothing. That beat, it's from the same producer, so I leased the beat, so a bunch of people could have the beat. It's basically the biggest artist that want the beat is gonna get it because they're gonna sell it to him. So she's on a label that cash him out whatever he want. I didn't have no exclusive rights. I don't even know if he was selling it exclusively, but I'm sure they came and cashed him out, and she got the beat. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if they heard my record first. I'm not sure if that was what I'm saying?
I think
people were saying that it's the same flow.
It's the same flow.
I just know that it wasn't my beat. You know what I'm saying? And if they like what I like, then we, great minds think alike. Shout out to Cardi B.
What are the moving forward? What can the people expect within the next? Let's say within the next 3 months. What can people expect?
Consistency. Just I'm giving you something I hope that you haven't really seen. You know what I mean? I'm giving something that you crave. I know the people that do crave it, so I'm hoping they, it reach the people that really want it. You know what I'm saying? and just, you know, being authentic, being myself, you know, making good music consistently, you know, just building a brand, man, one day at a time, one day at a time.
And this is the last question. I know I said it was one more question, and I'm kind of like bouncing around.
Yeah.
What has fatherhood taught you about yourself? Being a father, what have you learned?
Well, I mean, our first thing is that I love being a father. You know what I mean? That's one of the probably the most greatest things in the world to me. It's crazy to see yourself, you know what I'm saying, and another human being, you know what I'm saying, that's really yours. It's definitely humbled me. It makes me want to, you know, just be a teacher and, you know, help them be great. But if anything, it just let me know how much I love being a father and a teacher. You know what I'm saying? That's what it did for me.
All right. Is there anything that we didn't touch on that you would like to touch on?
Nah, Biggie Jigga Dawn is out. Yeah, the Dawn is out if you want to go back and tap into that. Bunch of singles is out, visuals is out. We're going to keep working, keep popping up. Black Market Commission, it's the label. Don Pablito. Tap in, man, and, you know, I hope y'all get on board soon.